video at Vivacious, and today's video, alright, so you might be wondering, you might be like, oh my god, what is she wearing? What is she wearing? What's with the wig? What's with the ears? What's with the whiskers? Okay, I know, I messed up with the makeup. I don't know how to do makeup like a bunny. I know I look more like I know I look more like a cat, alright? People on my Snapchat alright? So, I had a very interesting video for you today, but sadly my camera decided to die in the middle of it, alright? I was gonna make a video of me baking muffins. Look at these. They smell really good. They're still warm. This one's chocolate chip, and this one is poppy seed. So we got the sweet kind of like lemony, and then we got some chocolate, because you know what, I like both. I don't have favorites. So I'm gonna just take these off. Y'all can't even see them. Alright, I'm supposed to be a bunny, you know that, right? Alright, so if I take these off, wow, look. Alright, so I use this aesthetic cup. Look at it. Oh well, it's beautiful. And it has a little saucer, so I can be all like, okay, so, real shit. Oh crap, I'm sorry. We are going to be talking about real world problems today, alright? As you all know, one of the biggest problems in the world today, I'm not going to say the biggest, because I don't know what's going on in a lot of other places, alright? There could be way worse stuff than coronavirus going on, so I don't want to be like, it's the worst thing ever, because I don't know what else is going on in the world other than corona, because a lot of the media doesn't tell you anything other than the latest coronavirus updates. It's everywhere, alright? And I know it's a big deal. It is a very big deal. It is huge. It's a plague. And we haven't had an outbreak like this that I know of. Alright, don't quote me on any of this. Alright? It's not like we learned any of this in social studies. But the last outbreak of like a flu or a virus or something this serious was the Spanish flu, I think, in like 1918, something like that. My great grandma lived through that. My great grandma. Alright? She was born in 1908. She lived to be like 103 years old. Yeah, I love you. Alright, so, it's a big deal, but I do think I think it's going to have a much longer lasting effect than a lot of people think, Like the people that aren't social distancing and the people that are going to these protests and stuff like that. Now I'm strictly speaking for the United States, because that's where I live. That I don't know what's really going on in Italy or China or anything like that. But so I'm not gonna speak for them. But I'm just saying, strictly for the United States, there's a lot of people that don't see it as a real issue. I'm sorry, I'm waving this around. I'm waving. Let me eat it. Huh? I slaved over these. I added half a cup of milk and threw them in the oven. Okay, it's very good, by the way. But I think that because of a lot of these people that are not social distancing, that are going out to all sorts of places and to restaurants and everything, I understand that it's different. It's very different to be distant and cooped up and in the house, but would you rather spend a couple of months or however long you have to than to actually risk you getting infected? And then probably if you get infected, you're not going to know for at least 2 to 14 days. And that's kind of a problem, because do you know how many people you actually come across in 2 to 14 days? Your family members, friends, people at work, if you have a job where you interact with people, stuff like that. And that's how this stuff kind of spreads, and it is airborne. So my parents, all right, my father, you know, he still has to go out sometimes. He's the one that goes out and he gets groceries and stuff that we need. And he'll see people that are literally wearing their masks like this. What is this gonna do? It's not even covering your nose, alright? What is it gonna do? It's not gonna do anything. I don't even know if you could understand what I just said. It's not gonna do anything. If it doesn't cover your nose, then there's no point. You might as well just not wear one. Unless you breathe through your mouth, like heavily breathe, like, then you have a better chance of just inhaling it through your nose than through your mouth, unless you like to put your hands in your mouth. But I get that it gets all stuffy and humid in there, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta suck it up, alright? That's the thing that gets me aggravated, because it's just like, you know, I mean, yeah, I get, we have freedom to, you know, go out and do stuff, and very few states, I think, are delaying on opening back up the states. And, you know, I think that's very smart, because the governors that are delaying, I think they actually see that if they do open up, even if they hadn't had any deaths in the past 3 days, alright, even if they open back up, there's still people that are going to spread it, and that's going to cause another spike, alright? Like, I know I look completely ridiculous talking about this in this, but you know what? It needs to be said. I have a voice. I shall use it. And it just brings a little more lightheartedness to the situation, because it is scary, you know? Just to like be in it, not knowing what's gonna happen, not knowing what's gonna, you know, become of it. And it's time like these where you see how some people can just really be so arrogant and so oblivious even to these situations. Now, I'm not calling anyone stupid or ridiculous, well, maybe a little ridiculous, but not stupid or whatever. It's just some people are very arrogant and they don't see it as a real thing. They don't see that they could get infected. They think they're immune and invincible, and it won't happen to them. Well, it very well could. It very well could. And some people are saying, you know, parents are saying, well, children are immune. They were saying that. Well, children are not immune. No one is immune from this. You can be perfectly healthy and still get infected and still have serious issues with it. And that's the big deal, because some people, they think they're just, you know, not going to get it because they have luck, or because it just doesn't seem like they will, or whatever, you know? And it's mind-boggling. And it just makes you think. It makes you think, like, how can people do this, you know? How can people just still go out and, you know, risk getting infected and risk infecting others? Like, I understand we do need to go to work. People need to go to work, and they need to make money. I understand that point of it, because that's a serious thing. You need to be able to pay for your house and your car and, you know, for food. But I think it's I understand the people that want to go back to work. I don't understand the people that are saying, I need a haircut. You don't. You don't need a haircut. You don't need a haircut. You know? Like, yeah, it sucks to have all scraggly, scruffy hair, but you don't need a haircut, alright? If you're really that desperate, learn how to cut your hair at home, alright? Maybe if you mess up and you cut it bad enough, then maybe you'll stay home. So I suggest you try and cut your own hair, alright? Like, I probably need a haircut. I mean, I used to not cut my hair for like 5 years at a time, but you know what? Oh, there's that. I need a haircut too, you know? But you don't see me complaining about it, and yeah, I'm, you know, a kid or whatever, but, like, for one thing, half of my head is uneven, so, you know, this side of hair, that side of hair, I do need to get it evened out. I shaved half my head a while ago. But it's just like, you don't need a haircut, man. You just need to stay home. The longer you stay home and just social distance, the sooner this can, you know, dial down. I'm not saying it's gonna go away, you know, but it'll go down eventually. But that'll only happen if we just don't be ridiculous and just stay home and stay away from friends for a little bit, you know? You don't have to go out and see your friends. It's nice to see them, but you don't need to. You don't need to risk them. You don't need to risk other people. You don't need to risk yourself. It's not worth it. So that's just my little public service announcement. So, you know, I really didn't eat my muffins, but I had my milk. So, thank you so much for watching this. And if you enjoyed, then please subscribe. Turn on those notifications for more videos like this one, because I will be coming out with more. I don't know what I want to call it. Next time I do a cat, though. I'm going to do a cat next time. And this is basically a talk about serious issues over a glass of milk and muffins. Cheers. Alright, so I hope you have a great day or night, whatever time you're watching this. And